So yeah, genuinely something that Americans can be proud of. You know, because I shit so much on the country, I feel sometimes when you guys have something genuinely special, I will be the first person to also say that you have. Anyway, we are gonna go ahead and play some Final Fantasy VI. Like I said, fair warning, I am a bit tired. I don't know how long the stream will go for. I put on Blue Sky that we will go for... Oh, that's the wrong Final Fantasy. That we will go for about 3 hours, give or take. I was thinking about not even starting the stream today, but I figured like, nah. Like I said Monday, it's gonna be Monday. If I'm adult enough to go ahead and feel like shit and party and feel like shit the following day, then I'm man enough to also stream. Because I did promise that. So last time, yeah, we have a boss here that is currently next to impossible on our current level. So we currently are level 28. So how about we get out of here and do some exploring? Just some exploring. And if needed, we can always just do some grinding. Anyway, yeah, happy rabbit, I know. I mean, to be fair, we did get some, There we go. Whee! Back to the happy turtle. So I believe, yeah, there are. One of them is probably a chocobo, but one of the places we haven't discovered yet is all the way up north. So before I decide that I need to grind, let us first go ahead and see what's down there. Hello, it's Evil Birdie. Hello, Evil Birdie. And Edgar learned race. Okay, good. Wait, hang on. But what don't you know yet? Oh, Asuna not yet. Okay. You're done. You are done with Fenrir. But you do get MP plus 30%. There is something to be said about getting you healing for a region. Like, have Celeste be our backup healer. Something to be said about... I mean, you almost have float. Like, in theory, we can just quickly give you float. So Asuna and Dispel. Might actually need that. Yeah, let me quickly get your card safe for the float. And then let's get Shiva for... No, let's get Unicorn for... Asuna and Dispel. I think that is a solid idea. Anyway, Chocobo, no Chocobo, okay. Like, she's at like 86%. So that shouldn't be There we go. What do we have here? It's the call. No! How did you say no? No! No, come on! Why? Let me wait, so the better prize will be if you win. Dragon's Neck Coliseum. Okay. No exceptions to this stinking. Ow! No, why? 1-on-1 auto battles, okay. Talk to the Emperor twice. Wait, hang on, wait, what? Talk to the Emperor twice. It's hint of finding the place where Emperor Crystal hid some legendary treasure. No, why? Okay, imposter has been masquerading as you. Why is Ultros here? I don't want Ultros to be here. No, you can't make me. Sure, let's go and stay for now. No, come on! I don't want to deal with Ultros. Ultros is bad. Okay. This is just mean. I don't want to deal with him. Yeah, could you explain, please? Okay, hang on. I am gonna go ahead and do something in order not to be here for many hours. Which is, for once in this stream series, I'm gonna look something up here. Okay, you can support sneeze already, keep your pet item. Okay. Okay, most weak or common items will pitch against Typhoon, which we will promptly use sneeze to end the battle. So the draw, you keep your item. That is more interesting, makes the first point. Okay. Let's have a look here. Normally I would not do this, but this is the kind of thing where it's like... Wage a Phoenix down for Magicite shards. Remind me again of what that is. Oh, someone's Raspberry. Okay. Rename card. What the hell is that? Oh, renames a... That is... the most pointless item I've ever seen, I believe. One moment, someone is going to be talking. to me. There we go. Go ahead and take a look here. Then I'm gonna say opponent. You know what? This might not be the best idea at the moment. I will come back to it. I will come back to that idea. So it seems that the only thing we have left to do is get the airship, which means oh dear. Level grinds until we hit 30? That sounds like a solid idea. Yeah, it seems like we're gonna need to level grind. So, configuration, boost, experience. For now, we are gonna go ahead and ignore the ad. So, there's gonna be an ad break in a minute, but I will spend the time grinding in the meantime. So, don't worry about it. Don't worry about missing anything. I'm just gonna be grinding until I hit level 30. Oh, it's a bunch of monsters, okay. Well, that works. Terrain and gravity, thank you. Setzer, who... Wait, hang on, would you learned... Oh, you learned terrain. Okay, so in that case, you move to... If you learn that... Bismarck? That could work. And do we have anything that is... Oh, Madwin. There we go. Let us return to the tomb! And level grind for a bit. Yeah, at the least we got some additional life. Or additional HP. That's good. Okay, Edgar learned Asuna. That is what we wanted. Was it Edgar that we needed? Okay, Edgar has now learned Asuna. Let me see here. Yeah, sure. Let's give him HP plus 10. We're just going to go past. Like at some point, everyone will know everything, is what I'm saying. And at that point, who knows? I forgot about the fact one of them has a thing that's just gonna go out and no. Fine. I'm done trying. There we go. Okay, good. That's a level up to 29. Let's go back onto the tiny little turtle. Cute little turtle. Oh, it's one of you. There we go. So let's learn to float. You're level 29. Gonna go. We have 18 tents that we can all use as we so see fit. Thank you. Let's go and save real fast as well. No. It's still some additional HP. That's good. It's interesting because the enemies themselves aren't that difficult. It's the boss itself that immediately... Okay, Seltzer is now level 29 as well. Oh, Joy is one of you. You know what? I'll take it. If it means that the Marlboro is dead earlier. Okay, that's a holy water and a remedy. What does the remedy do again? Tell me. Remedy. There should be a way. There apparently is a way to sort this. I wish. Okay, thank you. Oh, it's a choke. Oh, I've never seen a chocobo stampede before. That's cute. Okay, one of them is almost level 30. Okay, you're done with Cave Sith. Get yourself Ifrit. You're not done yet, you're not done yet, you're not done yet. A lot of singular Marlboros tonight. Yeah, thank you. Ramic, what is going on with the sword here? Soul Saber. Okay, drains MP. Okay. There's X-ray and... Okay, thank you. There is a rhythm to the salt machine. I'm just not fully understanding the rhythm yet. Like, there's a rhythm that I'm not fully getting yet. There we go, that is the first person at level. Okay, let's get ourselves. There is a holy water, there is a holy water. I want to say, like, I think I have the rhythm down, but every time I think I do, I don't. So I'm gonna be smart and not say anything about the rhythm or lack thereof. Well, that works. Sabine learned Razor Gale. Oh, we've got 2 people at level 30 now. We've also got Bio, Berserk, and Vanish for Setzer. Okay. So you're done with Phantom. Then let's see here, teleport, banish, stop. Yeah, let's get Golem real fast. It's the kind of thing that's just having protect is always useful. How are you meant to even figure that out as a, like, without being told as such? Razor Gale. Well, that is definitely useful. Okay, good. Sets a need 1 more for a level up. Whee! There we go. And a single Marlboro. You know what? I'll take it. Oh, I get it now. The more... Okay. Then it might not be the best sword, because it's essentially... Okay, I'm now starting to understand the sword and realize that this is not the greatest sword on the planet. Let's get Blood Sword. Cut this off. Abilities. So Celeste currently has Ifrit, but we don't... What we want is... Fenrir for Celeste. Anger is useful, but develops all enemies in enemy chill. Yes. Petrifies all enemies is useless. If it isn't, and Setzer gets... Okay, Golem is... Yeah, no, okay, Golem is very useful. Okay, so we now have put our stuff in there, mostly for the abilities, and the one that I want to use immediately would be Golem. As that's essentially a free protect. And we are going to need that. Okay, so Holy is missing. Gotta immediately use Wooden Wall. Howling Moon. Into Hellfire, into Arctic Bliss. Going to spend some turns healing. Prismatic Flash. Still Bio. Hang on, I have a dumb idea. That I kind of want to... Will this... Given the fact that it is an enemy that... should in theory be... Okay, it doesn't work. I was kind of hoping it would work. Vulnerable to fire, okay. Oh, hang on, to fire, eh? Check about the speed misses. Fire. You know what? I don't mind the Mycelian Rabbit. Let's actually use slow. I should have used slow way earlier, to be honest. Fires. And this should in. Why is? Are you weak? Are you strong against all the things? Is that it? Because that feels mean. Weak against holy energy. We don't have holy energy though. Protect, sleep, slow. Let's try slow again. Into fire. Okay, come. Oh, all of them are frozen. Just gonna need to wait this one out in that case. Now that I know that... So like, are we just now frozen for the rest of the fight, or... Like, is that it? Like, we're just frozen, like... Oh, no, never mind, we're not, okay. I was like, Let's get an explosion on you. Go cure everyone. Just to make sure that everyone is once again back to normal. Into Libra. Just kind of see the state. things. Okay, we're about halfway done. Let me see here. Silence, no, protect, yes. Because Edgar is being hit with literally everything. Okay, so there's another cross, so we're all once again frozen. No, we're not. Not everyone is this time. Okay, that is good. Cast Holy. Oh, right, because he's now weak against Holy due to... Holy sh... Wow. Out of sheer curiosity. That is 7,000 due to the Holy... Wow. Okay, yeah, no, we... Okay, never mind, we're all frozen again. Just gonna need to wait this out. Go. Then Raging Fist should be the last thing we need. There we go. Wow, you by accident getting a susceptible to Holy and then 7,000 on... Wow. Okay, that is... I wasn't aware that that could be that powerful. That is powerful. First things first though, let's go back and use our tent. That is holy. I could make a holy shit joke, but I just did. Oh, it's a little moment for Setzer. That's nice. That he sort of like gets a moment to, I guess, acknowledge the death he's been running away from. Like maybe he just never quite could accept the death of his loved one. Oh, that's the airship that she in the background. Cool. Oh, she... Wow. But in the end, she never did return, did she? What I love about this game is how it can tell a lot of story with minimal dialogue. I mean, there's still dialogue, but there's also just a lot of... It's sort of like an old school way of storytelling with suggesting a lot. I think I know where my first place that I do want to take a look now that we have access to the airship. So I guess this is the point where you can start the final boss whenever you feel like it, but I'm not feeling like it yet. Oh, it's a little birdie! Hello, birdie! Oh. Follow that pigeon. Something tells me it's a final gift from his loved one. You know, final bit of help that can be given. Oh god, it's been a while since I last did this. Where are we? Hang on, where are we? Oh, we're on a brand new continent. Cool. So we still have actually, like, not that many places to go, which, given the fact that we're now essentially free to do as we please. Anyway, add in 1 to 2 minutes. Oh, Miranda, we're now in oh, hello, Miranda. It's been a while since we last saw you. Boy and Judy, oh, look at us being all hoity-toity. City? Boy, that sure has changed, hasn't it? Pardon me, just... Like, I mean, I'm making fun of it, but yeah, you park, man. First one counters back on. First of enough, but I could tell Harvard was full of turmoil. Okay, swordsman. Calling people something funny. Ah! I know what it is. So I have to go into hiding. Ooh, what would that secret be? I guess we shall not know that yet. Okay. Well, we're gonna wait until the outbreak ends. We don't have a lot of gil. But I am relatively happy with the party that we currently have. And there we go, welcome back. Pardon me. Okay, let's have a quick look. We have diamond shield, mithril shield, okay, and golden shield. Okay, we need at minimum 1 crystal shield. Okay, so you cannot use anything else. Crystal helmet. Just okay, not enough to really black garb. We have been using Gaia gear for the better part of like a lot. Get the black garb for you. Defense plus 70, 72, okay. Not quite worth it, like the damage increase is just not quite what I would like it to be. I've learned a lot about how things stand in the ruined world from the thieves and travelers who pass through. Anyway, you need to know to find Nosh. Okay, oh that's on the, okay. The Veld, which we are going to need. Okay. Because that's where we need to get one of our people up, who's level 15, I believe. Oh, good lord. And Doma? Doma is... Okay. So they are all essentially on the northern continent. That makes sense. Says this place is dangerous, he's the only honest guy. If you need something there, he's the only one to... Okay. Hiya, buddy. Could bust the gut climbing the Cult of Kafka's tower to steal that treasure. Okay. Bust. So, Moblitz. Oh, her boyfriend is still... oh, that's cool. I remember, like, the... Wow! When the Moblitz sent them to me. All my handmade, real flowers and bloomers. I made these from silk. Yeah, it wasn't... Someone else must have... Exactly. My beloved Lola, art thou well? We have rebuilt as much of the village as we could hope to. I believe we should be able to return to the right side before long. Yeah, that is science. Okay, so where are you going? Where are you deciding to hang out? There is something there. Okay, so it's up north. Gotcha. Let's have a look at our weaponry. Gravity Rod. Swordbreaker, Falcon, Flame Scroll, a bunch of scrolls. That makes me believe that Shadow isn't dead yet. Like, that kind of gives me the suspicion that maybe Shadow isn't as dead as we like him to be. Anyway, let's go ahead and just walk, because we need to level up anyway. And also using the ×4, because... No, just because. I do feel there's like a timing to the slot machine that I'm slowly starting to learn. Okay, yeah, they are dangerous. Let's look at the Razor Gale. There we go. Oh, that is a lot of... Oh. Oh, Lord. Okay. Well, first things first, let's go to the first village. It's the Opera House! Oh my lord, the Opera House still exists! Well, that's actually really cool to see. Let's take a look and see what's going on in the Opera House. Oh, now I'm curious. There's a dragon sitting smack in the... I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what do you mean there's a dragon? I mean, that definitely looks like a dragon. One second, I need to... Technically, need to type something in Discord. There we go. Derby Dragon! Derby Dragons! How... I believe there was something about like the 8 legendary dragons, if I remember correctly. I mean, I guess I can try and fight the dragon? Or not. Maybe I need to do something before I can fight it? Well, we can always come back here later. We can always come back there later. Well, we are nearby to a town, so we can just kind of go all out. Yeah, that is a lot of... Okay. So let's bring you to Seraph, and the rest can stay there. No, we are now near town, which is Gidor. Hello, Gidor. Looks normal. Also found a young skilled artist brother back to his mansion to paint for him. Oh, I think I know who it is. Okay. Collect with taste for fine paintings. His little secret. He can't recover his health after a battle. If you keep fighting him over and over, you should be able to weigh him down and eventually beat him. Huh. That is interesting. The age-old tactic of just keep hitting. At least. Hang on, hit the Emperor twice. Ozer, what do you have for secrets? The legendary treasure sleeps where the mountains form a star. Okay then. Okay, so where be young girl? I was collector's house not too long ago. Okay, well, not much here, so let's continue on north. Hi T, how are you doing? It's the former star, hang on. Oh, it's in the tower to the right of us. Okay, that's then where the secret is. How are you doing today, T? Hope you've been able to recover. I took an aspirin earlier in order to try and feel better. Also, if you're wondering about the XP gain, I've decided to temporarily keep the experience on ×4. Because we've been hitting so many bosses where we are underleveled that until we hit level 35, level 40, I just kind of want to keep the experience up to 40, to be perfectly honest. Combined with your earlier mention of like how we are seemingly underleveled, that sort of is what I needed to be like, okay, we're just gonna keep experience ×4 on. The rest will stay normal. But yeah. Anyway, let's go in to find a favorite foul person. What is he doing in Zozo? Never heard of it. Well, we are back here. The Harvest and the Hill guy goes. 1 second. There we go. Hi, Tag Barrel. How you doing? I saw the bot indeed. How are you doing today, dude? Wie geht's? What about leading to Mount Zozo? I have a way to make sure you're able to hit them. Sniper, whatchamacallit. Rust rate will open the door for you, sure. Seems to have stopped. Hang on, didn't we have like a clock in the other world? I have sort of forgotten about it, but maybe I made like a... Let me check and see if I made a screenshot of it. I did not. Okay. I don't. I'm gonna kindly ask chat to tell me, because I genuinely don't. It's been 2 weeks since I last had it. It's generally been 2 weeks. This is kindly asking chat because what to say about the clock? Okay, thank you. That is all the hints I needed. Thank you, that's all I needed. In that case. And I have pen and paper at the ready. Just in case. Okay, there we go. There is no armor in the armor shop. Huh. That's a hair. Setzer learned stop, cure, and protect. Okay, Setzer has learned everything he needs to. Give you a remove, just in case. Obtained. Potion. I guess we're meant to go here earlier. I don't know, Setzer feels too easy. Never points to the right time anyway. Hang on, the clock doesn't have a minute hand. What was that? Oh, hang on, let me go and quickly write something down. hour, minute, second. HMS. 2 minute end. So then the minute is maybe 2? Yeah, is it me or has Sozo not been level skilled? Well, not that I mind. Still feels a bit weird. But oh well. Okay, yeah. So then I assume Mount Soso, however, will be. So we're gonna just take our time in that case. Still gonna fight enemies. Second hand is... Second hand is pointing at 30. It's also kind of nice, just so to get an idea of like how far we've come. And besides, we still got magic AP, so that works. The rust dissolves. I feel like we should not be here yet. How about we first stay in town for a bit? How about we first try to solve the problem of the clock with the enemies? Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Let's first solve the clock problem. There we go. Counter's back on. We will go to Mount Soso in a bit. Okay, so let's learn Asuna. Thank you. Abundance Cure. You are done with this, then get... Yeah, let's get you, and you are done with Shiva, and you get... Huh. I guess Siren isn't the worst thing in the world? Yes, that's an unpoisoned, thank you. Oh yeah, I had forgotten that we need to do that thing. It sounds dumb to be like, why would you fight all these sword enemies? But we still get magic MP for it. So, you know, we still get some stuff for it. So it's not a complete waste of time. But yeah, I'll be continuing climbing the tower during the ad break in 4 minutes. So don't worry about missing anything. The watch. I'm just getting more confused. They're like, ah yeah, the watch. I've got 30 and 2. Maybe the 30 is like the minute hand? Or like the second hand, I mean? I'm gonna need to go and try some stuff. The seconds, they're divisible by 20. Okay, so the seconds are divisible by 20. So it's not 30 in that case. Been on sleep, thank you. If this turns out to go nowhere, I'll just quickly get rid of the enemies and then move on. God, I had forgotten just how long this section is. So divisible by 20 means it either needs to be 20, 40, or 60. And given the fact of second hand, that might be 40... Okay, now let us very quickly get rid of enemy encounters. And let's go back down. All the way back down. Good lord, the cardio that we are getting in this tower. So it's pointing at a 2. Just second hand at 2. divided by... Okay. Okay, so we have second, then we have 30, and then 20. So the second hand is divisible by 20, we know that much. So let's just try some stuff. In the meantime, just kind of trying things here. Clock isn't... Hang on, the clock isn't right. Hang on, what was it again? Divisible by 20, so that has to be 20 or 40. Because otherwise it's not... I mean, technically every number is divisible by 20 if you want to add commas to it, but... It's 1, just have a minute hand. So that must be 2. Something divided by 40. Or something divided by 20. So let's just try some things. Try 20. Hang on, but if it's divisible by... if the second hand is divisible by 20... And let's take for a moment that the hour hand is 2... What am I missing? Yeah, I'm completely lost here. Second hand is divided by 20, so that would mean either 20 seconds or 40 seconds. The hour hand is stuck on 2, so that would be 2, but we have tried all the combinations with 2, 20, something divided by 20, and then the minute hand. It does say the clock is never on the right time. I'm really trying to think of what I could have missed. So they're missing a minute hand, so that means that the hour hand is 2. Seconds are divided by 20, which means to be 20 because 20 divided by 20 is 1, or 40 because 40 divided by 20 is 2. I might come back to this at some point. Or I might genuinely just kind of look up the answer not to and get stuck on the flow too much. Like, in the end, this isn't a puzzle game. Second hand's pointing at 30. Hang on. Yeah, that would be 230. That would be 230. So then, what am I missing here? Remember where I am. We're in Zozo. Is it 20? No. Because Zozo can be written as 2020. No. Okay, so that's not it. Remember where I am, like, I mean, we're in Zozo, which could in theory be written as 2020. We're in an inn. Is it the idea that we're in a liar's place? Is the idea we're in a liar's place? Let's for now leave that sort of behind. We will come back to this. Maybe at some point I will figure this out. But let's go then for now take a look at Mount Zozo. And I believe we have a sniper's eye. Oh, that's physical attacks, okay. And counters are now on. Okay, there's a Glacial Labaros. Okay. Ooh, okay, that's a serious uppercut. Okay, I can see what they mean. Let us go back. All the way back, actually. And get ourselves some more sniper eyes. And then we can also take the airplane here. So pardon me as I very quickly run all the way back because we want sniper eyes for the Mount Zozo. Which we can grab in Miranda, actually, now that I think about it. We can just get that here. Maybe? Can we get it here? Yes, we can. Okay. Good, sir. No, actually we can't. Okay. Then where can we get there? Let's go back a town or two. I'm sure that I've seen sniper eyes be sold. Like, I'm 100% certain I've seen sniper eyes be sold at some point. But not here. You know what? Let's go out and explore the world for a bit. If we can find sniper eyes, that would be absolutely lovely. If not, then it's gonna be a long dungeon at some point. Or I'll just level up a bit. That's also a possibility. So there are a couple places that I want to explore anyway, including just to see if there's something new here. We can't embark here? Curious. Maybe over here they sell... Do they sell by any chance? Nope, they don't. Okay. Okay, so we can only land on grass tiles. So let you sell by any chance any sniper eyes. Let's go ahead and take a look. No, but you do have a completely different selection. That is good to know. And we just gonna need to go ahead and go through some towns. Kind of see where we end up. Thing is, okay, no, it is on. Okay. Need to make sure we don't run into... Town, do you happen to have a shop? You do. Yes! Okay, that is 3 sniper eyes. Okay, there we go. We have the sniper eyes. We are in business. Right after we've checked out the mysterious tower, because curiosity compels me. Never mind. Curiosity does not compel me. The fact that we need 2 parties tells me all I need. Error. Abort. 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 The fact that we need multiple parties says all that I need to say about says everything I need to know. Abort this bad plan. There we go, made myself more comfortable. Alright, let's go to Zozo once more. Temporarily get rid of enemies. Also, this time around we need to make sure that everyone is actually leveled. And given the fact that some of them are not... Okay, there we go. Now we can go to do Mount Zozo. Let's see here. Ice shields, okay. Mugbear and Punisher. Hello, Mr. Mugbear. Ah, he's called Mugbear because he mugs people. I see. Okay, learn break, thank you. Okay, so you are now done. At this point we might as well just give everyone everything. Everyone gets to be a white mage and a black mage. Cool. Okay. That is a... Huh. Oh, that's a waterfall. Cool. I've also made myself a bit more comfortable. Oi! That's my money. There we go, level 34. Go to deal with the Chocobo Stampede. Thank you for the level up. Paint the Thunder Shields. Oh, absorbs. Oh, that is cool. Ah, so it absorbs different kinds of attacks. Then is the next boss gonna be... like... elemental focused? Also, I hate the bear. It is stealing my money. Okay, Thundera, very good. Aegis Shield. Sometimes repels magic, okay. You are done with Ramu. So let's give you... Shiva. Golden hairpin, which means that petrification is probably a thing. Moving on to Mount Zozo. Oh, hello, I recognize you. Oh, cool, you can actually see Zozo in the background. Okay, we have button, save point. I've got quite a few things actually. We have another mugbear. I swear I hate the fact that we keep stealing stuff from me. Okay. Suspicious. Suspicious. Why would we be given a save point right here? Oh, it's a little baby dragon! Okay, starting to gain some serious level ups. We shall wait here. It's the storm dragon. Oh, that is not in fact a lovely little baby dragon. That is not a lovely little baby dragon. Let's take a look at you. I assume you're weak to something. What are you weak to? What? Right, we are not gonna be dealing with the baby dragon for now on. Let me just write down cave. So, hang on, let me write something down here. Not cute dragon. Not cute dragon, not cute dragon in the slightest. Let's first get some additional levels under our belt. Probably minimum 50. That's not a cute baby dragon. Okay, learned Libra. We, in the meantime, are going to continue climbing Mount Zozo. A pretty considerable lie. Boston refused to move on. I implore you not to let this happen. Now's the step here to look forward to rediscover love and all the other joys of life. Xian. It's locked. Xian, buddy, I know you're here. Memories of the world before the fall remain, but the light of dawn doth never change, nor the man of hearts of men. However, did you find me? But tell me you did not read. Yes, we did! Yes, we did! We did read all of your letters, my love. Oh, I do like the silk flowers, though. That is, Yeah, I'm sure they are a minor diversion, buddy. Like, to be fair, Samurai did need to do and have, like, an artistic skill. You know, as the idea of being able, both mind and body, to be in balance, so they would have, like, calligraphy or flowers or... Like, it is real to life. Also, I'll be taking a longer break during the next ad break. You know, spend a penny and all that. We no longer live in the past, we must all look forward to the future now. No, that's a great sentiment. Sir Gawain Miranda, he said he would get strong smash Kefka. Held for the Veld. Okay. Well, that makes sense. That is locked. Let's go to... Yeah, avoid the dragon, avoid the dragon, avoid the dragon, avoid the dragon! Okay, thank you. Money bags, okay, cool. Let's go and save. Yeah, we're gonna start the ads a bit early. I'll be right back. I'm gonna spend a penny. And we're gonna do more Final Fantasy VI in a moment. And there we go, we're back. The one thing you don't hear on your side is the absolute cacophony of sounds whenever it's a break, whenever we are on break. For the game music continues playing, and in the meantime the break music also is doing its thing. Avoid, 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 avoid. Oh, it's just a mugbear. Okay, so let's learn death. Good. And since we're going anyway, I might as well give you everything, because time is passed anyway during during magic selection. I do kind of hope that they've sort of like been leveled, because having Zaubi at level 15 is would be very awkward. But that might be why Zozo exists, so that in case of, you can still level the characters that you haven't really leveled. Okay, there we go, level 46, region. It's another mugbear. How many mugbears are there going to be here? And then, I guess the only next logical place is the northern continent. Asshole. So the next logical place in that case is the northern continent. Whee. There we go. So let's go there. More specifically, Veld is... do I want to go to Doma first, or do I want to immediately try Veld? Let's try Veld first. We are in Cave on the Veld. Hang on. Oh, it's Peppy! Oh, Shadow must be here. Good lord, that's my... Where did that cardboard voice come from? Oh, this is a part of the cave system that I've never seen before. How curious. So none of us are out together. Because the boy dressed in hides. That's a... Hello, Mr. Twinside. Nova felt incredibly strong. Okay. Berserker ring. Ooh, yeah, there are some very dangerous enemies here now. Connecting to... Oh, that's bad. Okay, there we go. Chat is back. Did we jump multiple levels? Okay. So, I am also gonna ask Chat something else, which is... Are there any aspects that I have missed that I can now access? Not in places that we haven't gone to yet. Like, there are a couple places we still need to go back to, but like in places that we've already gone. Oh, okay, there we go. That's fair. Like, that's fair. Based for certain party members, that's fair. Yeah, probably true. I know there was one where you need Mog for, so we're gonna need to wait for Mog till we find that, or at least... Oh. Accidentally killing Sabine over here. 1 second, there's someone that needs to know about it. I hate that for them. Kind of bit of choice. Yeah, everything else seems okay. Out of sheer curiosity, can you tell me what the area? If you can tell me when we get to that area, that would be great. What the fuck? I got a genuine question. Are we currently stuck? Okay, we aren't. Okay, we aren't. For a moment there, I was really worried. I was really worried there for a moment. Tiger Fang. Okay, cool. I was like, are we like stuck or something? Cave on the Veld B1. Yeah, I guess go down here. It's not obvious, okay. Pretty obvious though once they tell you how it works, okay. That makes sense. There we go, level 57. Give it a Veld -2, let's do twin sides. Okay, we're starting to get there. What now? Randomly dispatch an enemy in one hit. Let's not touch that, because bosses will essentially come back, but I believe 100% health if you do that. At least that sure is how it feels. Okay, got 2. Oh no! Oh, what happened to her? Okay, that's fire. Oh no! Okay, just need to make it, and there is a save point here. Well, we are slowly but steadily getting the band back together. We've also leveled up like 10 levels in this one stream, which is good. Like, I get... This is one of those quality of life features. The ×4 experience is just such a nice quality of life feature, because... Like, for me, the fun of Final Fantasy VI so far is the story, and level grinding is just not part of what makes it fun. If that makes sense. Like, there's nothing fun about having to grind levels. So the magic I'll now leave on time as well, and the gil I leave on time as well, because that's just management. There's resource management, but leveling isn't. The Behemoth King. All right. $43, lots of HP, bit of MP, vulnerable to... Fire and poison, eh? Why isn't that something? Oh yeah, that is... Okay, yeah, no, okay. Vulnerable to fire and poison, eh? Then we shall fire and poison you, good sir. For once, I am prepared. Something's coming from oh. Never mind. Are you by any chance? Please tell me you are. The answer is no. Then the question becomes, what are you weak against? $49, okay, MP, oh dear. Vulnerable to holy energy, vulnerable to fire. Then fire, good sir, it shall once again be. To slow you down. I believe for us we have, I believe it's sooner somewhere. Go ahead and deal with you. Because we don't have any holy energy yet. I kind of feel like I hope there will be an Esper with holy energy, given the amount of ones that are apparently, and you will like knowing games like this, the second that I get one that has holy energy, it's like, oh yeah, all of them are no longer weak to holy energy. There we go. Gravity and Thera, thank you. And 2 behemoth suits. Interesting. Tomasa on the double. Okay. Where's Tomasa? Oh no, she doesn't know that he has... Oh no. Oh dear. In a separate... Okay. Mind if I ask why? Mind if I am kind enough to ask why I should do this in a separate file? Is there something I need to do with a time limit by any chance? So, quick question. Are we already past that point, or are you like, okay, still save it on the separate file because you can still get stuck? Because, like, the only thing I had was a save file before the boss fight. Doma Castle, I tried to sleep, monsters came for me in my dreams. Oh. Oh, I think you might be thinking about what is happening in Doma Castle. Is that maybe it? Because they are talking about, like, being unable to sleep in Doma Castle for reasons. Okay, there we go. Oh, hang on, this is the island that we haven't gone to before. Alright, let's go and take a look-see. Da Vinci brush. Piper dart, you already have that. Man-eater, shuriken, from a shuriken. It's really skip the Da Vinci brush. Mystery Veil, all of these are... Okay, all of these are boys. Oh yeah, General Leo. Oh yeah, this was right before the floating continent happened. And everything started going... I believe the word is to shit. So let's have a look and see if there's anything over here. Like, this is a rather weirdly shaped island. Thank you. Field research advanced completed only 50% so far? Oh, good lord. We've only completed 50% of the bestiary? Oh. Okay, level 35. Okay, good. Good. Okay. Cyan is level 35. That is good. That means that... Okay, that means that at the very least they are somewhat reasonably leveled. Okay, that is good. That is genuinely good. Okay, now as for you... let's give you Soraya first. So, where do we want to go next? So we need to wait for her to wake up. I kind of want to go back to the veld. So that we can see if we can get our friend. We know you're here somewhere. Come on to play. Although we might not have food, that is a bit of an issue. Oh, I just realized, okay, we both don't have food and we need a free party member spot. Okay, so let's ignore that in that case for now. Seems to be a chocobo spot. In that case, let us go over here and just explore around for a bit. Like, let's just make today an exploration day. This is a... Ah, it's the cabin. Hello again, been a while. Well, we shall see listen to the repairs after this particular fascinating little ad break. So just waiting. There we go, welcome back everyone. Oh, it's a business, cool. Chair over there. Oh, we don't have Gao here at the moment. Are they expecting me to have Gao here? Alright. Let us continue. Sudoma Castle is up next, as in we're going wherever we feel like. First time actually we've been able to get in here. Well, first things first, let's just go to the throne room, I guess. Where there's nothing. Makes sense. Never actually been here. Phoenix down. Prayer beads. Very nice. It is also a surprisingly big map. Let's do some exploring. Okay, that way goes. Okay, well, only way it goes up. Wrong up. Not much here. It's a high ether. I mean, I guess it makes sense that there's no one here, because obviously everyone, you know, dead. Oh, or maybe not? Hello, little ones. Laragon, Kurlax, and Mobius. Dream Stooges. Hello. I think this might be the thing you were talking about, T. I think you might have been talking about the Dreamscape. So let me go ahead, take a safety save in file 2. What? We are the only person in here at the moment. Okay, so where do you lead? You lead down. Pandora and an alluring rider. That is a massive level up. Oh yeah, let's go here. This one leads to right back here. Sky's Dream? Okay. Got my brothers with me. Ciao for now. Hey buddy, come on, wake up. Dudes, so far 8-person party yet? No, we have 5. 2 people are currently okay, we have 5 actual party members. 1 person that's currently in bed recovering, 1 person that has stopped fighting, and we're in the dream of another guy. If that makes sense. So, how are you doing, dude? No, I don't know how to explain half of those things. Okay, there we go, level 40. Also, we have XP on ×4. So, if you're wondering about the speed of the leveling, yeah, good to hear. I believe I actually asked you earlier today how you were doing. Yeah, good to hear you're doing okay-ish. That is number 3. That's a healer. Back up. Didn't answer. Ah, that explains it. Cool. Okay, Coco and a luring ladder. distracted. That's fair. We have currently in the part of the I assume you know about Final Fantasy VI. We're in the part of the game where we can just kind of fly around and do whatever we feel like. Okay, that is haste. First things first. Fuck this. Yeah, it is entirely possible that I will just be leveling off stream for that. Yeah, like, the way I look at it is this, is we have been given the option, so we should be able to use it. Ah, okay, interesting. No weak against Holy Energy. We don't have anything for Holy Energy though, so... Yeah, that's fair. But at the same time, so be it. Like, I've not been doing anything like that anyway. Okay, so you can do heal. Okay, level 47, 15,000 MP. Vulnerable to water and ice. Then we are just gonna, from now on, purely focus on the middle child over there. Yeah, yes. Okay, so Colix is the name, okay. Yes, I agree there, absolutely, that it is better. Absolutely, 100%. Okay. Oh, that's the wrong one. So are you? Hush. I'm an idiot. Yeah, exactly. Like, that's the big problem for me. It's like, I already have a massive backlog. And then it becomes not as fun. Yeah, let's take a quick look at what the reflect does again. There's a good moment as any to throw in Holy Aura. Oh yeah, I've never been the kind of guy that's like, oh yeah, I can get... It's same with Pokemon, it's like, I can't just get into the idea of like, ah yes, if I get this single random special person, then I will have like additional experience. It's like I just can't. Okay, so that's been used. Okay, that's all I really need to know. Don't need to go to focus on that. Using our hands for a bit. Unless... Oh yeah, no, yeah, XCOM is great on that front, absolutely. XCOM is genuinely amazing. God, just getting one of them done will be... I hate this boss, purely for the amount of bullshit they throw at you. Alright, have a good one. I'm gonna sit here and slowly hate myself. No! Why? It feels like they're allowed 15 attacks for every one that we do. Of course, I'll fucking course. Why not? Bastards, the lot of them. Stop using that fucking attack! Oh, I'm so sorry. I need a moment. Pardon me, I need a moment. Yeah, thank you. I need to hydrate and a stretch. So the reason I'm screaming so much is because the reason that you're like, hang on, maybe you've played Final Fantasy VI, you're like, hang on, they're not supposed to be able to use Delta attack every second turn. They shouldn't. But they've done with the Pixel Remaster is, according at least to someone that ran into the files, from what I understand, I haven't been able to verify this myself, is that the attacks are now random. Like with enemies like these, it's pretty clear there's meant to be a pattern. But since that no longer exists, I guess I'm just shit out of luck. Like, that is why what I hate is something that was pretty clearly designed around this careful balancing act just isn't anymore. Like, and at that point, stuff begins breaking. And you can see how... You can sort of see how it begins to break under the weight of what is meant to be very interesting attack patterns. But it just breaks. How many more are you allowed to... It feels as if the normal rules just don't apply here. Like, how long are they allowed to just ignore magic? Yeah, fuck knows. Oh, we're not even halfway through the fucking HP yet, the MP yet. This is just... Thanks to the changes, this is a genuinely just badly designed boss now. Because I can see the logic in it at work. I can see where the fun should have been. That's the problem. I mean, that is true, but also combined with the fact that the enemies now just randomize their attacks instead of having scripting, it just makes it worse. So we have, let's make an even 7,000 that we still need. I want to get done with the little shithead that can heal everyone whenever they feel like it. I can heal them afterwards. We first need to deal with shithead McGee over there. That's fair. I can see why you did that. Okay, good. Good. At the very least, they can no longer use Tri Attack. But that's the problem, is the scripting no longer matters because the scripting is no longer there. That's sort of one of the problems that I'm running into, is that scripting is no longer a thing. As we discovered earlier, okay, no weaknesses. Now, as for Laragon. At the very least, I think in order to use Delta Attack, they need all 3 of them, so at the very least done with that. Vulnerable to fire. Good. Good. Revenge. So, so the reason that I'm saying that, because I never even really said it, is because someone else, Joshua, who isn't currently here, went into... Apparently started looking into why one of the fights was so fundamentally difficult. And somewhere there he had found it. To be honest, like I said, I can't verify it. Let's make that very clear. I don't know, but it sure feels that way. But it's someone that was here during one of the hardest fights that we've seen. And was like, okay, so the bosses for the Pixel Remaster have been made more difficult. Like, as in, that is apparently just something they found out. And to be honest, the difference between, especially in the first half, the difference between sort of like normal enemies and the bosses definitely feels if there is something that has sort of fundamentally shifted the balance. I can't explain it. It's like the difference between the normal enemies and the bosses are so fundamentally difficult in the first, or so different in the first half of the game, that it feels as if something wasn't coded right, if that makes sense. But if, like I said, it's entirely possible that he just... that it wasn't, but I'll be honest, it sure feels that way. And I also have to say that this is the first time I've become, like... No, not the first time, but I've definitely at a level of aggravation that is... not fun anymore. Like, I just want to be over and done with this boss. Hey! Ah! I see what kind of nightmare he's currently in. Dreamscape the Phantom Train. That makes complete sense that that would be his nightmare. One thing is for certain, if I ever replay this game, probably not, but I will never do this part ever again. Like, if we ever get to this point again, I will never... If I ever replay this game, I will never do this section ever again. That's... Yeah, that is true. My counterpoint is that I wasn't aware that Petrify was gonna be a thing with these enemies. Like, now I can prepare for it, but... Although, to be fair, there are only a very few RPGs that I just at all play multiple times. So it's not as if it's like, as if I'm like, just getting it together. It definitely feels a bit, yeah, I don't know. Sure. I mean, yes, but at the same time, that's not an excuse for the modern day. Like, on the one hand, I understand it, but that's sort of like what I've talked about before, is that problem between, on the one hand, understanding the era that a game is made in versus modern sensibilities. You know, like, the best way to put it is that there are books from the 19th century that are deeply, deeply racist. Like, I have over here Jules Verne, in terms of, my apologies. No, but to give you an idea of what I'm talking about, I have Jules Verne over here, it's called 6 Weeks in a Balloon. And it is a genuinely good book, but it's also racist as fuck. And it's actually, like, I'm also talking because we have ads that are about to start. But, like, it is a deeply racist book that gets so much wrong about African culture. On the one hand, you know, it's still a good story of, like, human ingenuity. But can I I can't overlook that it's also deeply racist. I get that it was written in an era where that was normalized, but that's not the era we're currently living in. And so the question then becomes, can I dock points for that? There we go, welcome back. But yeah, as I was saying, like, at that point you kind of need to make a value judgment on if... Like, at that point it becomes a question of value judgments. Like, do I need to judge a book as it sort of like existed within the space? Like, as in, within sort of like the space that it was created in, or do I judge it from the perspective that we're looking at it today? And that's gonna be a value judgment that everyone will have to make for themselves. And I have my own barriers. There are a couple of things that I will just not accept in books today. But I'm also willing to forgive a lot of things more. Like, I'm also more willing to forgive certain things if they were written in an era where that is okay. So, and I guess with Final Fantasy VI, and I think it's more obvious here than, and what I find interesting for myself, if I'm allowed to take a break for a moment from the game itself and just kind of discuss my own feelings. What I think is interesting is the way that this game sort of amplifies the problems that exist within Final Fantasy 1 through 5, but the nature of 6 makes it so that the problems become bigger as a result. Like if I compare, so I've been, I've sort of like been sort of like splitting up the first 6 Final Fantasies into 1, 3, and 5, and 2, 4, and 6. That is to say, mechanics focused versus story focused. And you can argue whether 2 is story focused, but it was the first Final Fantasy that had a very clear, explicit story beyond Gather the Crystals. So I'm sort of like putting it in that basket as the progenitor of the more story-focused Final Fantasy, story-focused Final Fantasies. So I've been sort of splitting up 1, 3, and 5 from 2, 4, and 6. And what I'm noticing, in 6 especially, is that the problems that sort of exist, that of, you know, mechanically difficult bosses with weird mechanics, being able to go into areas under-leveled, just esoteric requirements, are become that much more egregious, because let's be honest here, 1 through 5 have them as well, because there is such a heavy focus on story. Which, you know, I'm not judging the story yet, simply because I haven't seen the end yet. But there is definitely a feeling of, as if, it feels as if for the first time, story and mechanics are not necessarily in balance anymore. Like, that's sort of how it feels to me. It's like, it feels as if... I mean, in the end, I cannot judge the story yet, and I'm not doing that yet. I will first wait out and see how it all further develops in the end. But it does feel as if for the first time, mechanics and narrative are in conflict more often than not. Because mechanically, I can see how this is mechanically a very competent Final Fantasy, and maybe this feeling, this split, is sort of why I've been feeling as if it's just not quite working for me. And what I mean by that is that 1, 3, and 5, because I've already said that of the classics so far, 3 and 5 are my favorites. And I think it's because the mechanics don't necessarily get in the way of the story so much. Like, it feels as if the story is mostly there to sort of like bring a wrap around what is mostly a mechanics-focused game. So for me, 3 and 5 are genuinely by far my favorites so far. If we ignore 14 for a moment, which, let's be honest, that's on a mountain, that's on Mount Olympus here at the moment, so let's not even get into that debate, because... you know, that would be unfair for the other Final Fantasies I've played. But so I've joked a lot about Final Fantasy IV in that it was the first time that it was like genuinely trying a serious story, and it just didn't quite work. I've made lots of jokes with some people about Cecil in that regard specifically, as a main character. But with 6, it definitely feels like, on the one hand, I can really see a very competent, mechanically focused Final Fantasy in this. There are lots of mechanics that are all working together in order to combine into what is a very mechanically satisfying Final Fantasy. But the nature of the story does make it so that it always, to me at least, feels as if and this is probably because I'm going through it for the first time. If you go through it multiple times, you can anticipate for it. But on my first playthrough, especially the first half of the game, it really felt as if I was sort of running after the facts, as if the facts were always right in front of me. Like, it always feels as if every time that I breathe air and finally get sort of like see story and mechanics be in alignment, something happens that pushes me back under in some way. If probably doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but so for me, that is sort of why maybe I'm feeling as if I'm just not really clicking with it in the same way. And I should mention, that doesn't mean we're quitting. If I wanted to quit, that moment would have been long before this point. Like, if I wanted to quit, I would have done so long ago. We are absolutely going to be seeing this through. But I do feel that I'm starting to understand what it is about this game that isn't clicking with me in the way that it clicks with so many other people. And that isn't to say that I feel that that is a bad game. It's not. But I do feel that now that we're 20 hours in, it might be, you know, I feel like it's a good moment to sort of explain how I'm feeling. Do well to remember these positions. Okay. I mean, so far, the next Final Fantasy game that I will be streaming after this will probably be 15. So, that will be fun. Because that's the one that I already happen to own. Doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna be the year of Final Fantasy, but it's like, you know, if I'm gonna be streaming another Final Fantasy after 6, it's probably gonna be 15. Okay, there we go, that's level 40. Oh, there we go, hang on. Also, apologies if I'm a bit quiet at the moment. I'm just kind of like, I just need a moment to calm down. Okay, that's level 41. Okay, there we go. Hang on, let me get rid of the encounter for a moment. Explosion. Ah, okay. Gotcha. Okay, I see now. There you go. Position is found. Okay. Then let's go ahead and do a, I guess, normal save now at this point. Oh, we're gonna be redoing the, are we gonna be redoing the fight? No, we're not. Oh, what's this? I will say, what I will say though about this part of the story is it is told in a very rather interesting way. Like, I will give it credits for the way it's telling this story. Because it is really, it's not often that I see like, sort of like dreamscape storytelling isn't used a lot. I guess we gotta get healed from a wave cannon. Cool. Sabine Lurt's soul spiral. Okay. Okay, so Thunder Beam is just kind of working. And then if people wonder if I've accidentally ignored a message, I haven't. I just... Like, well, what we just talked about is something I just kind of need to think on for a while. That's sort of like one of the main reasons that we don't stream this game every day, is that I always kind of want to have a day in between to think about this kind of stuff. So don't worry about it. Also, I know that I'm a bit of a hardhead, so it can take 1 or 2 days for information to actually, you know, be accepted by my brain. Caesar's tormented himself, or what happened to Doma? Yeah, that is one of the first stories we did find. Rexel to latch onto him. Countless souls lost during the conflict 1,000 years past. Oh, that is actually really bad. Rexel, eh? Let's continue these, keep these on. It's gonna be in the, I'm assuming it's in the throne room. Yes, it is. Soul Saver, let's actually have a look first. Level 41. Okay, almost done HP wise. Vulnerable to, oh, okay. Well, that makes things easier, vulnerable to ice. Is there a way to know who... I wonder if there is a way to know who has... Guess there's only one way to really do this, which is to attack ourselves. Well, let's just start off with Edgar, I guess. Sorry, Edgar. Okay, so it's not you. Next up it's Celeste. time you're gonna cure Edgar, because we need at a minimum 1 turn to... Okay, then it's can only be 1. Which is a bit. You know, in the end, all we can really do is go down the list. Okay, good. That is reflect. That's okay. We just want to see. Doesn't matter. Let's see here. There we go, that's X potion. Use Liberal Rexol. $53. Okay. Vulnerable to ice. Holy aura, thank you. Fuses all enemies is not gonna work. See, if that is only gonna give us that much, then isn't it possible that... Okay, yeah, no, okay. It is... Wow! Just our normal attacks to 4,000 damage a turn. That is... Well, then I guess we have what we are going to be doing here. Which is we're just gonna attack like normal, I guess. Wow. Like, why do all fancy stuff when we can just hit things? That is, I mean, why do difficult, why do mechanics when you can just punch someone? Okay, let's first of all gain high ether for Celeste. Let's just once again go 1 by 1. That works. So that wasn't it. And we are now very quickly gonna cure him. Next up, it's Celeste once more. Sorry, Celeste. Know that we are doing this in order to help you. Although I must say it is definitely more difficult at the moment due to the healing. I have kind of cocked myself over there. Okay, found it. Oh, we only were one hit. Okay, interesting. Oh, and there's also an outbreak. Whoops, my bad. And there we go. Welcome back, everyone. We just finished the boss fight in question in one go. Turns out that I currently have accidentally created a party where punching things is more powerful than doing magic. Oops. This is a nice little bow to Cyan's character arc. You know, trying to accept a death he could not really avoid in any way. That's a nice little character arc right there. Sion pushed his mind of confusion and doubt. Sion's swordsmanship attains its peak level. Master Samurai. Quite all Bushido commands. Okay, cool. You also, I believe, have... Well, and I believe I did see in his dream something. But I do want to check if that is real. It is! The Alexander Magicite. Okay. Sears all enemies with beams of holy light. Holy shall protect and... You know what, Sion? You deserve it. As for you... Let's return you back safe, right? Well... That definitely was worth the trip. Okay, now there is something else here, which is right here, that I also want to check out. Like, you know, given the fact that we started a bit early. Hey, look at that, it's Nosh. And it's, empty? Thank you. Hello? Lousy Moogle. Moogle, eh? Oh, might as well. Guy's 42 now. Okay, everything is locked. Except for the lousy Moogle. Well, then let's go ahead and get ourselves a lousy Moogle, shall we? Because I think what I do want to do today is at the very least go to every place that we kinda can go to. Just to kinda so that I can make a plan tomorrow for the next few streams. God Oblivion cleaves an all enemies in... Okay. Interesting. Wasp and Osmos. Okay, I need to remember how to get to... Because simply by having it there, it will allow me to... Okay, strength +1, strength +2. Everyone will get their turn with Bahamut. I think this is meant to be the Moogle hideout, if I remember correctly. But yeah, that is the first of a few of our side stories. That's the second, actually, of the side stories completely completed. Now, to be fair, the third one, the first and four ones, I believe, are currently in motion, and I do want to protect and dispel those two flame rods. Thank you. Yeah, there we go. Hey, Amog, how are you doing? How are you doing, buddy? Be a big help, Kevin Vado. Should be here in the mine somewhere. Oh! Yeah, we have another Mongol again! Looking for Friends Part 2. Reunite with 5 allies. I'll take it. Okay, let's in that case temporarily get rid of the encounters. Because... should be here somewhere, okay. Because we can't do much in Nash until we have found our... well, let's call it favorite treasure hunter. So let's go ahead and do just that. Okay, so... should be somewhere in the mines. Just gonna go ahead and very quickly scan through the mines. Guess there's only one way to go here. Okay, so fire does work against them rather well. That makes sense. Well, guess we will just wait around for a while. Let's start with Libera, so I have an idea of what's even going to come. Although it doesn't seem we can fight this one, to be honest. Because we have two people that are strong against ice. It's just gonna be a very long fight. That's the one problem, is it's gonna be a long fight, but we will be able to beat this. How do I know? Because he's using Absolute Zero, and we have two party members that are strong against... that quite literally get healed by ice attacks. So... Second, there we go. Okay, never mind. So he does have a way to hurt us. Not that it really matters. There is a... where is it? Flame roll. There we go. Okay, there we go. Slowed the ice like, because I know there are like 8 dragons that we need to deal with. Thank you for the free heal. I think that's also just a problem in general with open world games, is that at some point you hit a problem where the experience can be different depending on sort of like depending on which path you go down first. So it's, you know, on some level, yeah. Just waiting. I guess the one beauty is that he is using all of his MP. Which, you know... That's the one plus. So, if anyone wants to talk about anything, they can. So, yeah. I would argue... Something feels off about this fight. I can't put my finger on what it is. Like, Well, that's the first dragon down. That's a 7 dragons remaining. Okay, 4 shields. Because multiple elements automatically cast shell on the wearer. See if the Yeti is down here. Oh. Hello? Okay, let's have a look at... this enemy. Level 62, 3000 HP, vulnerable to fire. Not quite the Yeti we were looking for, but I'll still take it. Like, I'll still take it. Like, I guess getting 2 ice shields here is just un petit peu overpowered. There you go, get your heal. Get your fire. That is... The interesting thing here is I now have the feeling that we might be able to do all the different dragons. If we just are prepared enough for it by accident. There we go. Still not sure where the Yeti is. Like I've lasted 1,000 years. Not quite. Okay. Valigarmandi Magicite. Okay. Hits all enemies with fire, ice, and lightning. Try disaster fire. Oh! Oh! Okay, let's just go and do a Boki Boki. To... why is this here? Doesn't matter. It feels, to be honest, like it feels kind of nice to have a couple of simple boss fights after a lot of the fights today. Like, it definitely feels good to... Sometimes you kind of need it as a way to remember that, yes, the game is doable. Where could the Yeti be? I might just write it down as like a thing to do during the next stream. Might just write it down and then move on for now, because I'm just doing some exploring. No, Shetty. Okay, there we go. Okay. So we can go here. For some reason, the things are, in fact... Oh, no, never mind. That's because... Okay. So, all of the houses are locked. With one or two seeming exceptions. Just gonna take a look... around here. That makes me think that... maybe... it's the Elder House. That maybe we need Locke in order to get him. Well, that, I believe we need Monk in the party anyway, so... Speaking of which, Mark! Mark is 40, good. Okay, good. Let's go ahead and snooze the ads, because I'm just doing one more bit of exploring. And then we shall be... ending it for today. Duncan's cabin. Oh, you're right, because this is Sabin's story. To knock Kefka into next week. Oh, cool. The Phantom Rush. Cool. I would love it if there is an achievement called something like Promise or something, where it's like, I hit Kefka with every possible... That is not what I expected, but I will still take it. Then I need to definitely find a place to save. That will also allow me to remember what I need to do. Chocobo Forest, Chocobo Forest. No Chocobo Forest? Well, this is about as solid a place as any. So yeah, we are getting very close to the end, and I feel like it might be 1 or 2 more streams before we officially reach the end of this particular game with the speed we're going at. To be fair, we are kind of... yeah. Pointer is, it's an option. So therefore, I'm allowed to use it. So yeah, we're slowly getting done. We're getting the final party members, we're getting the final blitz commands. Yeah, slowly but steadily we're getting there. I think for Wednesday stream, I'm gonna be trying to get the final party members, finish up some stories, and maybe get the Dragonstone. Like, now that we know that we can kill them, that's an important one. So yeah, who knows? And then Friday I might turn it into a dot final stream, where we just continue until we're done with Final Fantasy VI. So yeah, thank you all for joining me tonight, and I'll see you guys Wednesday for more Final Fantasy VI. Have a good night.